What's going on, guys? TKD1 Today we're talking about a bunch of things that just happened in the music industry. We got a lot of things to talk about today, a lot of cool stuff, a lot of things that we were probably going to be expecting here pretty soon, but nonetheless, let's get right into it. Starting off here, the year 2015, right? Who could forget that year in music? We had incredible albums released, we had incredible things done in the industry in the year 2015. It was incredible. It was pretty much a great year in my life, just because it was wrapping up my year as a high school student, all that good stuff, and it was just a great time of learning, just a positive time. You know what I'm saying? There was some bad, but positive time here. And in that time frame, in the year 2015, we got the release of Kendrick Lamar's To Pimp a Butterfly. Now, I don't know about you guys, but to me, that album really is very much a keystone in my music loving career. Very much a very important album to me, personally, and apparently Harvard University also agrees. Now, Harvard University, as you all know, a very well-renowned university, a very prestigious school, if you will, and they have a library. Now, this library houses, of course, literature, books throughout history and stuff like that, but they also archive a bunch of other things besides literature, and one of those things are actual albums. And within the hip-hop section of the archives of Harvard University's library, they instilled and they inputted To Pimp a Butterfly, Kendrick Lamar's 2015 release, in the archives. And this is big news because obviously, to get that prestigious in the archives, to be in Harvard's archives, I assume it's pretty difficult. I assume it's pretty hard to do. And Kendrick Lamar has done it. They are physically going to be archiving his album for history to come. And this is definitely justified. I feel like, To Pimp a Butterfly is a historical album. Personally, it is an album that's well-renowned amongst the hip-hop community, and of course will always be remembered in that fashion. So of course I would obviously agree that this does deserve and this does belong within the archives. Going on to number 2, we have the Atlanta Falcons versus the Patriots in the Super Bowl this year. As you all know, it's coming up this Sunday. Of course, I'll be watching it. Obviously, if you don't watch Super Bowl, really, come on, I'm saying? You cannot be in the sports. I'm not that big in the sports, but at least, I take the time to watch the Super Bowl, I'm saying? And if not for the game, for the ads, they get funny. But another reason why we watch the Super Bowl is the halftime show. Now, we've gotten plenty of great moments from the halftime shows, including that famous one from Janet Jackson in '98, and a bunch of other ones, of course, that have been iconic, like last year, I believe it was, or the year before that, with Katy Perry with the Sharks, whatever, that crazy stuff. But this year, we are getting an artist that I feel, was a little bit undeserving, personally. This year, we're getting Lady Gaga. Now, don't get me wrong, Lady Gaga's cool, Lady Gaga's alright, I'm saying? But is she alright in the 2017 terms of things? Now, yes, she came out with an album, but that album, honestly didn't get a lot of reception, didn't get a lot of praise, didn't get a lot of garnering of word of mouth, what I'm saying? So, it's a little bit of a question, right? And some people, right, brought that question and put it into action. A few people have started a petition. This is real, guys. They started a petition to get the replacement of Lady Gaga in turn with Migos. Yes, they want Migos, the trio of Atlanta, to actually perform at the Super Bowl rather than Lady Gaga performing at this year's Super Bowl. And me, I thought that was just like a joke petition, I thought it was whatever, it wasn't gonna get a lot of attention is what I thought, but it caught the eyes of Migos, and they, at the point of this interview, they did not know about this petition, and they are for it. They say they are ready to go, they are ready to replace Lady Gaga, they want to do it, they are ready to go. They say that because they got the Atlanta Falcons in Houston for the Super Bowl. It is, the mashup of both hip-hop genres and both hip-hop territories, if you will, of the US that highly love the music, and they feel that it would be a great mix to bring them into the fold and bring them in to the halftime show. And they clearly want to do this. They clearly have support for it, and I feel like, personally, I feel like it should happen, dude. Let's do it. Why not? Screw it. Bring the Migos on. Lady Gaga, you can perform, 2018 or whatever you want, but let the Migos have this year, for real. Imagine Bad and Bougie for the Super Bowl. Come on. I'm about to go sign it right now. I'm about to go sign a petition right now after this video. I swear I got it, well. Next up here. This watch, bro. Beep, 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 beep. Beep, beep, beep. Ooh. Stop, watch, making noise. Stop, watch, making noise. What up? Stop, watch, making noise. What? Gotta stop watch in the back seat. Gotta stop watch and it be at 8:42 in the afternoon. It don't stop. There we go. Next up here we got Logic, the rapper that has gotten a lot of attention, a lot of publicity, a lot of good things have been said about him with his recent release of his album, and he's gotten a lot of praise, you know what I'm saying? And he's also got a pretty nice crib. Now, if you guys didn't know, something that I didn't know was that Logic actually had a YouTube channel. You know, he used to post gameplay on this channel. He used to post The Last of Us, Doom, and a bunch of other games that, you know, he likes and enjoys. He actually, you know, used to make Let's Plays of them, and I thought it was really cool that he actually had a gameplay channel. And of course, you know, his gaming influence, you know, is also in his music, obviously, and it is still a big thing of his life. And he actually took the time to upload a video to his YouTube channel that has been kind of left to the side. You know, of course, maybe he got busy with his latest album and stuff like that, but he has kind of put it to the side. But he has come back to upload a video, and this video was a MTV style cribs video, and he was showing off his house, showing off, you know, all the stuff that he has in his house that he has gotten through his career and stuff like that. And it is pretty cool. It is incredible, man. Like, he has a Street Fighter 2 game machine in his loft, whatever it is, and in his office he even has a check on the wall that is his first $1 million check, which is, you know, very unique and something that you know, not every house is gonna have. Not every house you go into is gonna have a $1 million check just chilling on the wall, you know what I'm saying? And he also has, in his basement of his house, he has a full-on studio. Now, this studio, he says, is everything that he's ever wanted in a studio, and it is, you know, everything that he could have ever dreamed of in a studio is basically in his basement, and he absolutely loves it. It's a great studio looking thing, and overall, it's a really cool video. I implore you guys to go check it out on his YouTube channel. Just look up Logic house tour, game tour, stuff like that, and you'll be able to find it. It was uploaded around 2 days ago, so it shouldn't be that hard to find, but it is incredible. It is awesome, dude. And you know what? Something that I did notice was that his YouTube channel actually has over 500,000 subscribers, but only 20 videos. That is a feat of its own. Obviously, those subs obviously got garnered maybe during his fame, you know, time. But hey, that's pretty cool, man. That's a pretty cool side gig. Just in case the music doesn't sell, the album doesn't go well, he always got the gaming channel on deck. Next up here, we have DJ Khaled. Now, what can this man not do? This man has done everything. He's on jet skis. He's in commercials. He's for T-Mobile. He was on the Migos album recently. He has a son. Like, he is doing everything and anything under the sun. He's even working on his latest album, his sophomore album, To Major Key, his next up from Major Key, and he even has a new role to take in a TV show. Now, the TV show in question is The Voice, and it will be for season 12, and he will be the advisor for Alicia Keys. Alicia Keys being a judge, and she will have DJ Khaled in her back pocket to give some influence, to give some advice to from DJ Khaled, straight from the man. And you know, this is great and all, right? This is cool, right? I'm glad DJ Khaled, you know, is branching out. He's a man of many jobs, and he, you know what I'm saying? Like, he can do a lot of things, right? DJ Khaled's cool, but I think we should let him host The Voice. We should let him be in one of those chairs spinning around, and him being a official host for The Voice. I feel like that is what he needs. That is his calling, and that would be funny to see, man. I feel like we should definitely get that happen. I would make a petition right now. I'm gonna start a petition. Get DJ Khaled to host The Voice, because come on, man. Can you imagine? He's like another one, Major Key alert, you know, with the button, and he's swinging around in his chair. That'd be amazing. Next up here, another name that we have talked about countless times here is, of course, Drake. Now, Drake, of course, you guys know my bias with Drake. You know, I get excited for Drake music, but we're gonna get right into this. So he has just started his Boy Meets World tour in Amsterdam. It started over the weekend. It's been getting crazy, you know, Twitter videos we've been seeing, and we saw the set as well, where now he has kind of a two-stage set going on, where he has the main stage in the back, as well as a stage in the middle of the crowd that has this big inflatable glowing ball that he projects images onto. Like, it looks crazy. Like, it looks like a dope set. It looks like an incredible time. So definitely, if you're in Europe, definitely buy tickets for this tour. You're not gonna miss it. If you're a Drake fan, definitely go check it out in Europe. You know what I'm saying? It looks crazy. It looks insane. However, on one of the shows in Amsterdam, you know, to start off the tour, he debuted a new track. This track, it was teased, and we are assuming here that it is from More Life. It will be on More Life. We were all assuming, obviously, since that's his next release. But you know, who knows what this track, you know, where it's from? But it's safe to assume that this is probably on More Life, and the track sounds insane. It sounds like it goes in, it goes so hard. It sounds a little bit reminiscent of If You're Reading This Drake, which, you know, arguably is the best Drake we've seen so far. And I personally am so, oh my god, I can't wait for this. I'm so hyped. I'm so hyped for this, guys. Please forgive my bias, okay? Yes, I have a bias for Drake. Forgive me. I can't help it. I'm a Drake fan to the fullest extent, and I cannot wait for this to finally drop. And it seems like, according to Drake, we will not be waiting long for this album this playlist, if you will, to drop. Now, he has said in that show on Amsterdam, he said that, hey, you guys, you know, you guys are in Amsterdam right now. You guys might be coming to the next shows in Amsterdam. And he said that the good thing about that is that if you guys are coming to the next shows in Amsterdam, you will be having more life in your possession, right? So if we look at the dates here, right, the next show in Amsterdam is February 26th, a day after your boy's birthday, right? That Sunday, okay? So if we look at that, right, then we will be getting more life between now and February 26th. Guys, it is imminent. It is happening. The playlist is coming out. It is eventually happening. We waited for this a long time. First it was December, and then it got pushed, you know, into this year. But we will be getting it here pretty soon, and I cannot wait. And last thing here we got is, you know, of course, Rick Ross, Big Boss. We all know him. He has the biggest pool, I believe, in the U.S. The biggest recreational pool in the U.S. I covered that in his music and history series down below in my channel. Make sure to check that out. And should I bring back music and history? I kind of want to. I kind of don't. I mean, no, not that I don't. I really do want to. I just want to, you know, create a new format for it. But let me know in the comments below if you guys want to see that series revived on my channel. But going back to Rick Ross, he obviously is putting out an album this year called Rather Be You Than Me. And everyone, you know, thought that, oh, it's just going to be another Rick Ross album. It's going to go hard in the pan. It's going to be legit. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be definitely much a club banger amongst clubs across the world. But Rick Ross actually took a little bit of time to explain the sincerity and the significance of Rather You Than Me. I'm going to just read right off the article here. It says, quote, Rather You Than Me is 10 years plus in the making. It is 10 years plus in this game. It has led to this moment right here. My entire life, I was never given choices. I had to create this shit. For myself, I had no choice but to boss up, to make it by any means necessary, to turn nothing into everything that you see in front of you today. This album is more than just another project for me. It's a product of strength, perseverance, determination. Rather You Than Me is a testimony, my testimony, and if you a real nigga, no matter where you're from, you can relate to this. I hope y'all feel this. Listen to the message, relate to the story, feel the pain and struggle I'm going through in these lyrics, but more importantly, understand that there is a greater life on the other side of those nightmares. And I did not expect this. I did not expect this at all from Rick Ross. I thought that this was just, you know, just gonna be another club banger. We've got plenty of club banger albums from Rick Ross, but here we are, Rather You Than Me, about to come out this year, and he is spitting some real things here. He is saying that this album is gonna be serious, it's gonna be real, it's gonna go over some real issues he had in his life and some real things that he has had to overcome and had to, you know, rise above. And that's what this album is about. And I am pretty hyped, man. I'm pretty hyped to see this, man. Because Rick Ross, you know, he's always had that front. Always had that front of being, you know, boss, all that good stuff. And of course, he is boss. You know, let's just not get that twisted. But, you know, with every boss, there is a man behind him. You know, like there is that, you know, personal story that we have with him. So I cannot wait to, I guess, dive into that. Hopefully this album truly is about it. And I cannot wait to listen to Rather You Than Me. And of course, expect a review. And that's all I got. If you guys enjoyed, make sure to like, subscribe, share all down below. I appreciate all the feedback you guys give me. Thanks for watching, and as always, I got you.